Hey everybody, it's Charlie and Nathan and Alissa from Daily Motor, and welcome to this week's live drive of the 2021 Infiniti Q50. If you've never been part of one of our live drives before, this gives us an opportunity to test out a car in real time, along with you all in the chat, hitting us up. So we're going to be monitoring the chat a little bit and responding to any questions you might have, either about this car, about anything we've tested recently, anything else going on that we can talk about. We are filming right next to an airport, so a little bit of that noise. But yeah, so thanks you all for tuning in, and if you're watching this after the fact, archived footage, then check out our channel and subscribe for our updates on when we're going to be posting live. We try to post at least day of. Typically we do live drives on Tuesdays, but they've been different a lot just based on weird schedules and a lot of things going on. So let's get to it. So this is the not so new Infiniti Q50 400 Red Sport all-wheel drive. Long name, and it's been out for quite a while. Nathan and I have spent a good amount of time in the car. Alyssa spent a small amount of time in the car. But we've already shot the review, and it's a tough car to love. So it'd really be interesting to hear in the comments what people have to say about the car, what they think of it. It's got some redeeming qualities, but overall it's not an emotional car.
It's a good car you can't love.
Right. Yep, so let's do a little bit of a walk around. You can see it's in this slate gray color. It looks cool. I like the color.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nice dark accents. Machine gray wheels. It's got the carbon fiber package. You pay a little extra for those carbon fiber mirror caps, as well as this little carbon fiber spoiler lip on the back. It's still an attractive car here, what, 5 or 6 years after it's come out. It's got nice LED lights in the back, these big old exhaust pipes for the special sport exhaust.
Here's my hand for comparison.
Yeah, they're big. And it sounds similar to like a 350Z, 370Z, that sort of thing. Even though it's not the exact same motor, it's still similar family.
And there's no piped-in sound like 350Z.
Exactly. This is how a 370Z could sound, more or less, if they kept it honest.
And before you yell at us in the comments, yes, we did mean 370, not 350.
Well, both, really. Although, no, the 350 probably didn't have piped-in sound. Yeah, you're right. So, it's a little chilly and a little windy, so let's start it up. I'll have Alyssa stand back here and we'll get a little exhaust clip. And then we'll get in the car, go for a little drive. It's pretty cool.
It sounds really nice. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, let's go for a little bit of drive, and then we'll come back to a stop later on, and we will we'll talk more about the outside of the car. So coming on in, you can see these beautiful white leather seats. Infiniti has a really slippery, smooth leather. I don't know what's different about it than everyone else, but you slide around on a lot, and to the touch it feels really nice. And you got this red stitching. It looks really cool for the Red Sport model.
This leather is almost kind of buttery too.
Buttery, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, not suede, very like Alcantara kind of like that, but it's a really smooth, soft, slippery kind of leather.
Nathan, your comments out, and we'll see what we got going on. Other than that, one thing I do really appreciate about Infinitis, they do have power adjustable steering column. Goes quick, works nice. Even my 2006 Infiniti had that, so that's something I really appreciate in any sort of vehicle, but near luxury vehicle especially. I also got some cool carbon fiber inlays. Kind of a nice batch of materials, but the inside layout in general is a bit dated, I will admit. It's just it's simple compared to some of the newer vehicles that have a little bit of a newer design language, but it's symmetrical, which is nice. You got your physical climate controls. It's cool. This kind of interesting dual screen layout, which if you were part of our Infiniti QX80 live drive, this is essentially this exact same setup. This screen has a different resolution than this top one, and this top is just for mapping. That's all it really exists for, whereas this one does your audio and climate and a few other vehicle settings. So you can see this one looks really nice. Looks like we're getting some flash on the camera, and then up there, a little less advanced.
I actually like the dual systems here.
Yeah.
I would definitely utilize the navigation system though. It's always on display all the time. I almost never know my directions. So
that's a good point. It's a good counter take on that, if you will. Got some comments going?
We have a lot of comments.
Okay.
all right.
Feel free to screen them if any of them don't seem worthy to share.
Jeez.
One that's kind of funny. The Pittsburgh man. Oh no, not the dated Infiniti. LOL. Benjamin asks what the 0 to 60 is on this.
Well, we will find out in real time. We'll go out in just a minute here, and hopefully the signal holds up, and we'll do a few 0 to 60 polls, and you guys can time it.
These people say hi: Marty, Myron, Sean, Yas.
Wow, we got the whole crew.
Yeah, the crew's here.
Harsh.
Nice.
Benjamin,
Nice new crew member is Harsh.
Yeah.
And Andre.
Hey.
Yeah.
Myron says it sounds good.
Does sound
the
good.
Pittsburgh man said he had a 06 G35 coupe.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
I had an 06 M35X. So, yeah, that in my opinion, the late 2000s were the best time for Infiniti. You had like the G35, G37, M35, M45. They threw all-wheel drive in that one as well. Just really cool, good value driver's cars. They're kind of like what Genesis is now.
Yeah.
Honestly, the G70, G80, everything looking cool, being aggressive.
We do have a question real fast from Yipsirik XD. Are you gonna test the Bang & Olufsen 3D sound system in Audi?
When we get an Audi, we will absolutely be reviewing that sound system. Yep, haven't had one in a while, but we will get there. Trust me.
Hang on tight, guys.
Yes. All right, let's get on the road. You got a big old shifter here, and we are in gear.
Cool.
One thing that's kind of interesting is the Q50 was notorious for having, I think, the industry's first steer-by-wire system, unless it was the Q60. They're essentially the same car, which means, at least here in this 2021 model, if I'm not mistaken, and Moran Samandi can probably look up the specifics for us, but there's no connection between this wheel and the wheels that are connected to the road. It's all just an actuator. So when I turn the wheel, it's like a video game. This signals the turning mechanisms on the wheels and actually having it turn that way. So the benefits of that are the 99% of people who don't care about road feel. It feels very isolated. You don't feel the bumps shaking the car back through the wheel or anything, and you can change steering weight really easily. Downsides to that is you don't really have that communication back and forth between the steering wheel and you, the steering wheel, and the wheels and the road. So it's just kind of a different experience. I know when they first launched the system, they had to still have a mechanical fail-safe system. I don't know if now in 2021 if they still have that. I read somewhere that they were able to eliminate those components, but other websites said that they still do have the fail-safe, so I'm not sure if there's a real physical connection, but I think, if I remember too lately, I'd like to actually turn off the power of the car while we're driving and see what happens.
Alright, 2 more comment updates. We've got...
Wait, quick pause, because I am going to do a 0 to 60 in just a second here.
You mean 60 to 0?
No, 0 to 60.
Oh. They're your new brake test.
No, we will do that, but I'll warn you first.
Thank you.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, warn us all so everyone can get their timers out.
Alright, so we're going to go up into Sport Plus mode.
Want me to get the timer out?
Nah, they can do it themselves.
Yeah. Get your timers ready, guys.
And full brake torque. Pretty good. Actually, yeah, why don't you get your timer out, Nathan? We'll do another one with you for anyone who doesn't feel like timing it themselves.
And then we can compare.
Yes.
For those that did.
Alright.
This is relatively flat. We might have a little bit of traction issue up there, but all-wheel drive, we should be fine.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
60.
5.1.
Quite good. Yeah. No,
Sounds great.
It does. It sounds good. It's a speedy car. It really is.
You know,
Yes.
that's slower than the Taurus, though.
Well,
I have a 2013 Ford Taurus SHO that I've done 5.0 stock in. And that has 365 horsepower and weighs a lot more.
Yeah, but I mean, those are different road conditions. There could be a lot of different, you know, we'd have to do a few tests over and over again. Which I am curious. I'd like to hear from the viewers. I actually purchased professional vehicle instrumented testing equipment from VBox in order to do like professionally weather calibrated, like repeatable 0 to 60 testing, 0 to 100, quarter mile, all that sort of stuff, braking testing, G testing. The main thing I'm still just waiting on is a good place to do it so that I can film it for you all and everything, because yeah, I could technically go out in some backcountry roads or even out here and do it, but I feel bad having that sort of testing and having it not be exactly legal, you know, speeding and that sort of deal. But let me know if you all would think that would be something you'd be interested in, is like real instrumented testing like that. All right, hit us up with the comments.
All right, so Harsh asks, what's the comfort level of the seats?
Comfort level of the seats, moderate. I did the fuel economy test, and there's only two-way lumbar adjustment, no adjustment for the bolsters or anything like that. So I wasn't particularly comfortable by the end, especially for a car that cost 60 grand. Initial comfort's pretty good.
Initial comfort is great, and Nathan says the back seats are...
Yeah, they're really comfortable.
That is true.
Yes.
The back seats have a really nice recline to them, so it's very comfortable. There's a good amount of knee room and headroom, and yeah. So for this class, the back seats are actually surprisingly good.
Yeah.
So we got some 0 to 60 comments. The Pittsburgh said it was probably going to be about 5 seconds.
Nice.
Benjamin said 5.2, but Benjamin also, the Pittsburgh man commented there's 3 people in the car.
So it's gonna weigh it down.
That is a good point.
Yep.
Yep.
Good point. Yeah, because you said your Taurus was faster.
Yes.
And that
Yeah,
would have
so
been
they're
only one person
explaining-
in the car.
Yeah. Yep. Nice catch there. Yep.
Yeah, because I was predicting this would get in like 4.9, 4.85.
For only 400 horse though, that would be really fast.
Yeah, if the Taurus can do 5 flat with 365 horsepower.
Yeah.
And with the weight.
Right. So getting up on the highway here, it's somewhat quiet at highway speeds. I mean, it's not like crazy remarkable or anything, but
You can really hear the motor.
yeah, you do hear the exhaust
Yeah,
a lot,
it's super loud.
which I thought was going to be annoying on my 100-mile test. Actually, really wasn't too bad. It's only on like when you get on it kind of hard that you hear it. Other than that,
Like that?
yeah, not really too bad.
More?
The Pittsburgh's man said it was tested at 4.5 seconds.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, in ideal conditions, I could probably see that with professional testing equipment.
Yeah.
And Myron says it's the steering, it's not electrically assisted, it's fully electronic.
Yes.
But what we're curious about is if there's a fail-safe.
Right. If there's any physical, like actual steering connection from here to the wheels, like if the car was completely dead, battery was out, could you turn it, you know? Let's see, we'll go down this road, and what we'll do is I'm just gonna hold the start-stop button, we're gonna turn it off, we're gonna see if we still have steering ability.
Oh, jeez. So hopefully we don't crash it.
And the Pittsburgh man, it is not an enhanced induction noise.
No, it is not.
It is not.
Yes. All right, here we go. We're doing 30 miles per hour. We still have steering. It's still very light, but we also still have battery power and everything.
It's almost like that didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, the car is off. The engine's off.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Put it in neutral.
Myron says it has a fail-safe system.
That's so weird. I don't think I've ever been in a car that's been turned off.
No, I do it all the time. I do it in my Volvo. Whenever sometimes the Bluetooth won't connect right, so I'll be going down the road and it only works again if I shut the car off. So I'll just put it in neutral and shut it off and turn it back on.
Let's hope your mom isn't watching.
I do have a check engine light now after doing that, though. So I'll come to a stop and shut the car all the way off properly and then restart it.
Huh.
still have a check engine light.
Yep.
Huh. Was not happy about that. Can I change drive mode still? Yep.
Yeah.
Still seem to have all our power.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Try doing it again. See if it goes away.
Maybe I gotta do it in reverse. Undo it.
The Pittsburgh man says, oh no, he broke the Nissan Plus. I like the way you think.
7-speed automatic transmission is pretty decent. You can see I'm doing some manual shifting now. And for, I think it's Yas who always asks us, yes, it does hold gear when you're in manual mode. So like I'll hit the rev limiter now. Oh, wait a minute. Was that this car?
Oh.
Try again. There we go.
Oh, it is holding.
So that's interesting. It didn't hold it in first gear. Let me try. Come on. Interesting.
Not holding in first gear, holding all the
Both. Just wait for the road to straighten out, and our signal sucks around here. That's good to know. I'm gonna wait for the road to straighten out. Actually, I'm just gonna turn around because I think our signal might be bad this whole area.
Why is that happening?
I thought something was behind us. Oh. Okay, going back into the land of decent signal. Boom.
Boom.
So we're gonna go down to second gear. I'm gonna lean into it.
Hang on. There might be a cop up there.
Where?
Never mind, you're good.
Nathan thought he saw a cop, in case you guys didn't hear that.
Down into first. Yeah, so that's interesting. It won't hold first gear, but it holds all the rest of them. Interesting. I don't know why.
What were the reason? Okay, I was just gonna ask.
Maybe just because they feel like no one's ever in first gear, like wanting that to hold. I don't know. See, let us know in the comments if you think that could be valuable at any point.
Comments?
Yipseric asks if the stream will be available after the live has ended.
Yes, I will leave it up. Just for you. A little toasty in here.
It is
fine because we're gonna get out soon.
The Pittsburgh man, yes, we have. Charlie and I have actually spent a lot of time in a Kia Stinger.
Oh yeah, no, we did a huge road trip.
Yeah.
We took the Kia Stinger on the Tail of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Isn't that your favorite car, Nathan?
Yes, the Kia Sting. Well, you know, that's always a tough question for me, but I guess just
Top 5.
Yeah, it's top 3, I would say.
Kia Stinger's a great car. I still have never driven a 2-liter. I'd like to try that sometime. That's kind of frustrating. When you're just in standard mode and you're going about 40 here and you floor it, it doesn't drop to like the most powerful gear. It only drops a few gears.
I noticed that yesterday.
Right, you have to be in Sport or Sport Plus for it to really grab a gear and disappear.
I was also expecting this car to have a kickdown pedal.
That's what I was just about to say, yeah, and there's no kickdown pedal. Some cars, if you push about 95% of the throttle, it won't downshift all the way, but then if you push down to that last little bit, there's a little button. And when you push through that button, then it goes to full fastest it can possibly be.
My S60 has that.
Yeah.
And I love it, even just for like driving around in traffic. I need to pull out all of a sudden.
Yep. So feel free to hit us up with those super chats. You can donate, help us pay the gas a little bit with this thirsty car. We've been averaging, where's our fuel economy?
Does this car have a Bose sound system?
It does.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's fine. It's like a 7 out of 10. The Bose sound system in this car, it's too forward facing. So there's speakers up here and they put way too much of the sound up there. So if you actually go to my sound settings here, you can see I have the fader set 2 to the rear and the bass down because the sound was set too far forward. Anyway, what was I saying?
Fuel economy.
Oh yeah, we've been getting 18 miles per gallon and arguably much less on this live drive, so feel free to donate to us with the super chat or super sticker function or on the Cash app. Hashtag Daily Motor, and send us on some money, and for every dollar we get, to give you a shout out as well as a little horn beep. And I actually have not played the horn on this car, so I don't know what it sounds like.
Alright, we have a chat from Angel Foreigner, in all caps, stupid.
Oh.
Okay.
Tell us how you feel.
Yeah, what's stupid?
I wonder if Kyle's on our stream.
Yeah, Kyle, where are you at? We haven't heard from you in a while.
I think
He hasn't said anything.
I think he said that he's got a doctor's appointment on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, or some sort of appointment.
Today's Thursday.
Right, exactly, so I don't know. You do have adaptive cruise control, and I think you technically have Infiniti's Pro Pilot Assist, but for some reason I haven't been able to get it to work. So maybe this isn't Pro Pilot. Maybe it's just... Yeah, maybe it's not. It's just adaptive cruise. And then, yeah, it's just not the most intuitive car. So...
Maybe that's what's stupid.
Yes, I think that's probably what he meant.
Angel Foreigner.
Yeah, we have another update from Angel.
Okay.
All in caps, it's time to stop. Time to stop, just wait. Are you telling us to do a brake test? Because he says, it's time to stop, just do it. All in caps.
Okay.
You gotta be a little bit more descriptive, man. We
Yeah.
don't know what you're talking about.
Just do it.
Do it!
Thanks, Shia LaBeouf.
And I'm so curious what you said stupid to.
Yeah.
Well, we also don't need to even indulge that if we don't want to.
I'm curious if it's something about the car or, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care. We are going to pull up here in a little bit and check out the outside again a little bit. I think we'll zoom around this way. Go back toward as somebody described it, our ghetto lot that Nathan and I like to film in.
Who described that?
Some commenter. Which
That's hilarious.
I think is accurate.
Yeah.
Skirt, skirt. It's fast, but if it weren't for this exhaust, it'd just be such an uncharismatic fast. It's just like, it's almost like an electric vehicle in some ways, that it just gets up to speed and then you're done. Like I don't know.
It doesn't have that connection that you typically like that you're losing from that electric wheel power.
Yeah, there's that. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of the ways that cars are good or not good, or charismatic or not charismatic, they're almost intangible. It's very, very subtle things that engineers are able to do. So, like yesterday, Nathan asked me, what did I think about the Subaru WRX? And we did a live drive with that car back when we had it. And I was just thinking back on it after he asked me, and I was like, I liked that car. Like, it was just fun. It wasn't good, necessarily. Like, there were faults. It was very expensive. Like, it's not as fast as a lot of his competition.
It was very standard inside.
Oh,
there was
yeah,
not
super
anything.
basic.
Yeah.
But I just liked it. It was just like a car that, like, I'd much rather have an STI over this. Completely different type of car, don't get me wrong. But when you're talking about cars, if you want a car that's like an emotional and exciting thing to drive, I've had more fun in a Honda Accord than I have in this car. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, especially like a V6 Accord, but even the 2-liter Accord. Put a manual in there and have fun.
Yipzerk asks, would you play some heavy bass songs like Infiniti Inc? I don't know exactly what Infiniti Inc is, but I assume it has heavy bass.
I do have to say that I can't do songs that are copyrighted in my live drives, or else I'll get demonetized. However, I have been considering the option of having a members section of Daily Motor where you can pay a monthly fee, like $5 or $10 a month or whatever, and in exchange I will do videos that I can't monetize, like that, you know, like I'll do a sound system test with copyrighted music, with mainstream music in exchange. So yeah, or hey, if you want to drop me $5 or $10 right now, I'll download whatever song you want and play it on this car and upload an individual video. It's not hard. It's not a difficult thing to do. I just can't monetize the videos unless they're copyright-free songs. Oops. Anything else in the old comment section?
Nope.
Okay, cool. We can turn on a few of the songs right now. Where am I? I want to do source. USB 2.
Do you have your USB plugged in?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Here's some bass. What do you think?
I can really feel it back here.
Yeah, I mean I got some mirror shakeage. I can feel it in my seat a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's not a very like low powerful bass. It's kind of a mid-range thumpy sort of bass. So it's not super impressive, but it's fine. It sounds good for like pop music, but most pop music is designed to sound good in most cars.
Got some interesting chat updates. Myron asks if we have any ownership reviews of my SHO and Alyssa's Passat.
Huh.
We should do those, you're right. And we've actually been talking about getting Nathan involved with doing more like used car type reviews and that sort of thing. The Passat's been a good car for you.
I've loved it for
Yeah.
the 3 years that I've had it.
I don't think you really had any issues. We've just had to do brake pads.
No, and that was
That's regular maintenance.
yeah. I don't know. I actually don't think the previous owner changed the brake pads when I.
Yeah, they were just rear pads. So.
It's a 2013 and I bought it in 2017. So previous owner only had it maybe 4 years. She garaged it the whole time, so it was in really good condition when I bought it. And that was honestly, other than oil and obvious maintenance, that was the only thing that I've really had to do to it.
Yeah.
In the 3 years that I've had it. So.
And so far, you haven't owned the SHO for very long, but it's been in the family, so it's been fairly maintenance-free as well, right? Or weird maintenance?
Yeah,
No big issues?
No big issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also got.
You guys can go on.
I have a question. How is my S60? I have a 2013 S60 T6, so the 3-liter turbocharged engine, straight 6, not V6.
Oh, this is a get a lot.
With the platinum package. I guess the main thing I would say is the only car I would rather have besides that as my daily is an XC60, which is an S60 just on stilts pretty much.
Connection lost.
Oh,
You are no longer connected to your camera's Bluetooth network. Check the Bluetooth settings on your camera. See, check the stream and see if it's still going. It wasn't a data thing. It was like a.
It's still going, but I don't know if it's gonna stop.
Right.
Yeah, it's still going.
that's
Okay.
so weird.
Yeah, maybe the GoPro app is just confused.
Yeah, it's still going right now.
Okay.
Disconnected from Pixel 5.
Yeah, I think it was something weird with the maybe between the car and the GoPro and everything, but hopefully we still just keep going.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're going right now.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that's really cool. All right.
Well, if we have any issues, then we'll diagnose them then. But until then,
Yeah, that's super weird. I wanted to say about the Passat. We met another couple a couple of weeks ago that they still have that, right? It was a 2013 Volkswagen Passat, just like mine, even silver, and they had a ton of issues with their car. And hearing that, I was actually really very surprised because I haven't had any.
Yeah.
They do have literally twice the miles I have. I have just under 70,000, and I think theirs was like 120 or something like that.
yeah. If you guys do want to buy Alyssa's Passat, it is for sale. And it does have a new set of, not new, but a relatively new set of Blizzak WS80 winter tires on new Volkswagen wheels, completely unused. So yeah, hit us up in the comments or email or DM or anything on Instagram if you're interested in a $9,000 well-maintained Volkswagen Passat.
I'd like to finish my thing on the Volvo.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good in the snow. It's probably the comfiest car I've ever driven. It's super stable on the highway, very quiet, very fast. Also, it does 0 to 60 in about, I would say, 5.4 seconds. Some people get five flat, some people get 5.8. It handles really good, surprisingly very nimble. The most common thing with it is people say it feels too big for a mid-size sedan, but I don't feel that. It feels bigger than a 3 Series, but it's still very nimble and very maneuverable around the city. And the other thing with driving a Volvo in general is you get the sense of security when it comes to safety. You know, Volvo always boasts their top-notch safety equipment and safety standards, and something I didn't realize until I actually started driving a Volvo is you really feel that. You always think about, like, if you roll over or if someone hits you, you're gonna be fine. So that's probably my favorite thing about it.
Yeah, I like your Volvo quite a bit as well. It's got a really nice almost black, but it's technically a brown paint.
It's
so
dark
it looks
stone, technically.
Dark stone. So it looks really good, and I mean, it's the only reason I was a bit hesitant for you guys getting it was reliability, and not even necessarily reliability, but parts cost, like even just consumable parts. But it's been good for you.
And apparently the parts really aren't that expensive, because like we found, there's a lot of Ford on there, and Volvo does make, like, they use a lot of the same engines for different cars, and they are pretty popular.
That's true. No, it's both of those have been good cars. So I'm bummed nobody wants to hear about my Chrysler Town and Country minivan. That's been the real MVP. 251,000 miles, over 3 years of ownership. It's been awesome, and you guys use that car more than pretty much any other car. No.
Because you know MPV is a term for minivan.
Oh, no. Did I say MPV?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Anyways.
Anyway.
Or maybe it's an MVP and I just heard it wrong.
Oh yeah, MVP. The real MVP. Good pun though.
Anyways, back to the comments.
Yes?
The Pittsburgh man says Nathan is grabbing the handle all the time,
yeah.
but I think that's just
It's a
what
comfort
Nathan
thing.
likes. Yeah, it's a
I like to
comfort
do that
thing.
too. I really appreciate when vehicles have a handle right here for the driver to grab onto.
Yep, I grab onto that whenever Charlie's going really fast at any time.
That's why they call them those handles.
Yes, so, yep. And Benjamin A says they had a diesel Passat 2012, but they had to get rid of it because of Dieselgate.
Dieselgate.
And
they probably got a great deal on it though, on the buyback program.
And then someone asked what Dieselgate was. So would you like to explain that really quick?
Sure. Dieselgate was when Volkswagen was bad. Now, pretty much the U.S. EPA economy NOx requirements, the emissions requirements for diesels were being set so high, unrealistically so, and someone at Volkswagen decided the only way they're able to meet what the CEO wanted them to meet in terms of diesel emissions requirements and fuel economy and power and all those things together, they thought, well, why don't we just install this set of code that when the car was being tested stopped on the EPA emissions testers, it put itself into a special mode that made a lot less exhaust and a lot less emissions, toxic emissions. But then when you're actually out driving, it went out of that mode and just polluted more. And then some kids, I shouldn't call them that, some scientists at, I want to say Virginia Tech, one of those universities down that way, discovered that they were doing some actually moving fuel emissions testing and found that the Volkswagens were polluting a ton. And then that kind of broke the news, and then Volkswagen got pounded and the book thrown at them. Yep. Regular Car Reviews has a really great video and documentary on the VW emission scandal, so check them out if you want to see more on it.
Cool.
Yeah.
We've got is it a super chat on there?
Do we really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yep.
Nice.
FBI Stop and Stop.
Hey.
$1.99.
Thank you.
Did he say anything with it too?
Message retracted.
Oh.
Oh, let me see that.
Well, that means he took it away.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did he have something there when you read it?
I don't think I saw anything that was.
Oh. Well,
yeah.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we will do 2 horn honks. That's a pretty average horn sound, I'd say. It's not too bad for a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did end up blocking that Angel person.
Was he talking
Just
talking
random, all capitalized things, kind of
Yeah.
like a automatic spam or something.
That's fine.
And everyone in the comments wanted them to go. So let us know
Get
if you
'em
guys
out.
can still see his comments.
Get 'em
I don't know
out.
if what I did
I
actually
deleted
blocked
some-
it for all of you.
I
or
deleted
just
something
for
earlier
me.
that was a little questionable.
You guys are such great moderators. You
We're
make my life so
trying.
easy. This is kind of the silliest little compartment in the whole vehicle. You can tell it's where the smokers, like the little ashtray, would go, but it's just hard to get to, and kind of a stupid, pointless spot if you don't have the smoker's package. Heated seats, but no cooled seats. That's a bit disappointing here on a $60,000, what they would like to call luxury vehicle. And storage in general is just not very spacious. I mean, you do have this small center compartment with a USB-A and USB-C and 3.5mm auxiliary port, as well as a 12 volt, but not very large. You'd have a tough time even fitting a larger phone in there. And then you have a small bit of door pockets, which is interesting. You guys aren't gonna be able to get this on camera, but it's a very like smooth door pocket in there. There's
it's fabric.
yeah, it's like fabric and it's thick, so it feels
Yeah, yeah.
nice. Other than that,
So it doesn't rattle around too loudly.
yeah.
Want me to get in the back a little bit?
Yeah, I'll get in the
Oh,
back
yeah.
a little bit.
I could just do it from back here.
Sure, I was gonna come back there too though, but you can start.
All right. First thing to point out, the materials back here are very, very, very nice. So all along here, you got this carbon fiber trim, nice solid feeling door handles. You got the nice gray trim. You got the stitched leather back here with the red accents. This all looks very nice. This is all soft plastic up here. This is even all soft plastic. And the seats, like we were talking about earlier, are butter smooth, comfort.
Hold it so you can see look at the seats if you want. You want to do it?
Yeah, comfortability. I got pretty good leg room. Got little cutouts if you are a bit taller. Headroom, pretty decent. If you were taller, you wouldn't want to sit back here. One thing I do notice, this part right here, it supports your arm in such a way I've never felt in another vehicle before, and I love it. It's super comfortable. This I don't like. It just flops down right there.
Hello. Can you fit a head through? You can.
You can fit a head through.
Wow.
You got any? How's the trunk?
The trunk's actually pretty decent space. This car makes really good use of its space, honestly. It's nice carpet back here, and just take that. You got nice Infiniti logo. Yeah, pretty decent trunk. Mind grabbing my phone?
Oh yeah.
No.
Got a little cargo net. I use that to hold the ice scraper to keep from rattling around. Ah, thank you. Make sure we keep the signal for you guys. You can fold the seats. You want to get your head out of there
Oh.
and then pull the seat back.
Oh wait, hang on.
I've pulled it on mine.
What is that? Oh, look, a little like little hangers.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So your groceries can fly.
Hey,
What?
do it again. There we go.
So the seats fold,
Oh, this is much better.
which is good because in my Infiniti M, the seats did not fold, and that was a bummer. But I know this is a different size vehicle.
One thing that's not that nice is the opening's not that small. Now with my Volvo, the other day I was trying to fit a Christmas tree in there.
Okay.
And this right here, it wasn't this as steep as this, and it was getting in the way so much it made it impossible to get in there. And I just don't understand why some cars can't go completely flat.
I'm sure
I
there's a
know this
lot of
car's not
packaging
designed
stuff.
for that, but
Right. I'm sure there are
Still.
tons of packaging things we don't know about. What do you think? Do you think it's an attractive car?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think the blue color is really very interesting. It's kind of a matte shine blue. It's not a blue that you see a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's striking. I think it looks really good with the gunmetal wheels.
You think it's more blue than gray?
I do. Yeah.
What do you think, Nathan? Do you agree?
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, because look at the wheels. That's like very
Yeah.
much a gunmetal metallic kind of gray. This
Oh, look
is
at
very
Nathan's
blue.
shirt.
Yeah,
Okay, but
this
yes,
is the
they're also
color
blue.
of the sky.
Well, actually, the color of the sky is more like the car.
When you look over there.
Yeah, no, I do think it's a good looking
beautiful.
car.
Yeah, yeah.
Nathan, you want to pop the hood?
Sure.
I would actually love a car like this, and you'd probably hate that I just said that.
No, it is, yeah.
It's very striking, it's pretty.
But just wait till we get the TLX tomorrow, and then you'll be like, oh yeah, you can save 17 grand and get a much nicer car.
All right.
This is an engine. Ours
Is
car.
it?
Actually, it's just plastic.
There we go.
That's an engine. More.
Oh, I love all the metal.
The guts,
The car guts.
the brain.
Oh, we've had other videos where this has taken us hours.
I don't want to be in this parking lot after dark.
Speaking of this parking lot, how about I start her up and I'll rev it up a little bit. We'll hear it against the building.
Okay, Nathan, you can do that this time. I'm gonna go inside.
We'll give him the phone.
Yeah.
Says the one with the jacket and scarf and hat and gloves.
I don't have a jacket.
Look.
It's still cold.
Yep.
We'll see how it sounds. Under load. Get some moving shots of the car as well.
Look at those reverse lights. Aren't those super pretty?
Alright, ready?
Should I go behind it?
Yeah, it's right there.
Something you shouldn't have run over, that's for sure.
It'll be fine.
Did you guys hear me scream?
Probably not. One thing I do appreciate about the Q50 is you do have a 360-degree cam. Nathan's got the phone.
Hey!
You have the phone on you. You have the hotspot phone.
Oh. There we go.
Yeah, what was this?
Got metal on it. Little stakes.
Well, let's hope we didn't pop a tire. We do still have a check engine light though. I'll have to use maybe I'll use Chris up at the Topher's. His sponsor is Fixed, which is like an OBD2 scanner. Maybe I'll have to use that from him. But I was saying, I do appreciate the backup camera because it is 360. And I think more cars at this price point should have 360-degree cameras that kind of show you a superimposed view, and you can change the view and stuff and see like right up to your curb. So maybe if I was using that, then we wouldn't have run over that. Who's got the comments?
Here.
Do a little POV driving for you. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, just let us know. We've got about 15 minutes left before we're gonna go get some dinner.
Ooh, wow.
Oh?
Alright, so here, I'll get to it. Myron asked, what was the price of your Passat, Alyssa?
How much I bought it for?
You probably
both.
want, that's it. Well, no, not how much you bought it for, just how we want about, we'd give it to a subscriber for $9 grand.
Yeah.
But asking price with the tires and everything, $9,700 or so.
Yep.
Yep. It's honestly, if we were to sell it, it would put us that much closer to getting like a car for the channel. You know, like we'd like to get some sort of electric vehicle, either like a Tesla Model 3 or a Mach-E, or like just a project, like something like a 500e, Fiat 500e or Smart Car Electric, something
That'd
like
be
that.
cool.
Yeah. Yep. So she doesn't necessarily have to sell it.
No, it's a great car. I could keep it for another
Ever.
5 to 10 years, and then it might start pooping out. But
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're just, you know, the price is strong, but we'd give it to a subscriber for a little less.
Yeah, like a family member almost.
All right.
Benjamin donated $2.99.
Hey,
Aw, thank you,
Benjamin.
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 Nice.
We'll
And he
give
says,
you.
thank you for answering all of his questions.
Aw, you're
welcome.
We'll give him 3 super quick honks.
Oh, those were so
oh,
lame.
come on.
You can't. That's Charles.
It's a test to see how quickly you can honk. There.
Okay.
In an effort to not annoy people, he ended up annoying people more because he couldn't just do it right the first time.
All these people that are obviously out and about right around here are like, what in the heck?
They probably shoot us.
So the Topher is on, and he is
Hey.
requesting we go Jeremy Clarkson style for the check engine light. He tells us to use a hammer.
Oh, yes, of course. That is a great way to fix it.
Like a legit hammer? Or is that like a car term? I don't know.
You know Jeremy from Top Gear,
Oh.
his thing is to always try to fix everything with a hammer.
Got it.
Marty, you are the man. He says nice camera work on that launch.
Hey!
Aw,
Good job, Nathan.
very cool.
The Pittsburgh man says he would take a Stinger over this any day. I
Oh.
would too. Everyone
Oh, yeah.
would.
Yes. Especially now in the 2021 Stinger, it's even more luxurious inside. Yes.
Chaos X456 wants us to do a 0 to 100.
Oh boy!
We haven't sold in a brake test.
Oh boy!
You're right. We should do a braking test. I would love to do a 0 to 100, but I don't want to be so. We don't have track access or private road access, and I don't want to be that explicit about it. I will do a 0 to fast. How about that? And whatever we get up to is what we get up to.
Are we gonna let them know what we get up to?
Sure.
Okay.
This will be a rolling start.
This will
though.
be our secret. Ready?
Rolling 15, go.
We got up to 55 miles an hour.
That was 90.
That was 90?
This-
9-0.
This car handles its speed well. I mean,
That
we're-
did not
what was the
feel
point?
like that at
What was
all.
the point of that then? We might as well have just done 0 to 100.
You're right. We also didn't do 0 though, to be fair. We rolled,
Oh,
we
okay.
rolled on from 15. Yeah, I would like to get some sort of a reliable place where we could do 0 to 100 testing, and shooting and everything. But
Yeah.
you know, got to keep it safe up here at Daily Motor.
And with your V-Box equipment stuff,
Yes.
that would be really. Aw.
We could do 0 to 70 because that's highway speed.
Yeah.
Oh, someone said, Myron says he thinks Kaya's 456 means in kilometers per hour.
Oh, that is a good point. Well, hey, we can do that all day long. I thought you meant freedom units. There's a Blazer behind us. In a big hurry to get off the highway. Should we brake check him on live camera?
No.
Terrible. I do think the Blazer looks good.
It does look good.
I don't think it's a good car. I just think it looks good. What in the world is
What
that?
is that?
What?
Someone lost their camper.
Oh, jeez. Unfortunate for them.
Yes. No, this really isn't that bad of a car. And the thing, if you owned this car, it'd be a totally reliable, just day in, day out, peaceful, decent car to own.
That sounds lovely.
Right. It's just, it's kind of like the Passat of luxury cars. It's like
Perfect.
boring. Nice,
Perfect.
but boring. So if you want a boring near luxury car, get yourself an Acura TLX. It's better.
Chaos did not mean kilometers per hour. He meant miles per hour all day, according to him.
Yeah, no, I'd love to get some sort of section, even just a We can probably do 0 to 100 somewhere.
Andre Madras, it is 4:51, 10 to 5 here.
Yeah, he's in Europe, so it's very late for him.
He says it's 3 o'clock in the morning there.
Oh my gosh, man. Thanks for watching our live stream at that time. That's commitment.
The Pittsburgh man is trying to start a chat argument. He says never buy a Chevy.
Oh, because
Nathan,
the Blazer?
he sounds like your spirit animal.
Yeah, he does.
Nathan and I were
saying that earlier.
We were just talking about earlier.
The only exceptions are a Camaro, Corvette, Chevy SS, maybe a Silverado if you get a good deal on one.
I did really like the Trailblazer we had. It was pretty decent.
We did blaze some trails with that.
Yeah, we did. Look at this Ford up here driving with his brake lights on. He's obviously got his hand. Oh, yep, there we go. He's just driving away, lazily holding the brake.
I don't understand how you could have 2 feet down there
I'll do it.
at the same time. Well, I mean, like, it just doesn't sound right. It just doesn't feel right.
Well, that's because driving instructors specifically teach you not to do that, so you don't ride your brakes and wear them out, or confuse people like that. But professional, you know, when you're racing and stuff, you do typically have 2 feet on the pedals. Look at that, no signal,
Nice
no lights,
dude. We're just trashing Chevys, and yet the 2 idiots we've encountered in the past 30 seconds of both.
On his back window, it says redneck and like those super messy.
Oh, well, thanks
letters.
for letting us know, sir. You know what we haven't done yet is some slipping and sliding. So we will go traction control off, Sport Plus, manual mode.
Myron's GLS is arriving in 3 weeks, apparently.
Hey!
Wow,
He's
pretty
getting one of
cool.
those GLS 63s.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a car coming, so I'm not going to go super wide. So this is a little bit of a rear-wheel drive bias, so you can hang it out. It takes a little bit of commitment, but once you kind of get comfortable with it, it's certainly doable. I had a pretty good hangout earlier, and we'll have a few here in a minute. Let's come down.
Marty asks if there are any tunnels nearby for a scientific exhaust test.
Ha! Scientific. Woo! Nice. On the way to the airport. In like 15 minutes.
Here's the question: will it actually whip right around? I don't suspect it will.
That's a bad idea.
He's done it on this one before.
Yeah, I've done it here plenty of times.
Just hold on to your handle.
Nope. Too much all-wheel drive.
Off-roading.
So you can do sporty driving with the Q50 Red Sport. It's just not like...
All that sporty.
Yeah, it's not bad. This transmission's pretty good. Alright, let's see. A little wheel, a little bit. And in terms of the tunnel, I don't think there is one around here. Sorry, bud. So we're gonna drive around for another 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes, and get this thing wrapped up. So any last things you want to see, let us know.
Minus a tunnel.
Minus a tunnel. Well, you can let us know. We just might not be able to oblige. Oh wait, there is a tunnel. I just thought of one. It's small. It's just an overpass thing, but we can go hit it. It's not very far away.
Good. Okay. Hopefully we don't lose connection.
I don't think we should. I think signal should be pretty good around there.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
That was a really big one.
If you fully commit, it'll do it. It's definitely rear-wheel drive bias. It's just, it's not like a finessed, like smooth dance out the rear end like a Miata sort of thing. So
there was a second there. I was like, oh, this actually could go really wrong.
that was a big section of road.
Yeah.
We would have just came to a stop.
How do those heated seats feel?
The heated seats are actually quite good, and there's an auto function. So there's high, medium, low, and auto heated seat. And I like having that because you can just leave it on auto and then just have it set right where you want.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. You got a lot of different drive modes. You got Sport Plus, Sport, Standard, and Eco, and then Personal and Snow all on top of that. So whatever your specific heart desires.
Did you say personal?
So you can personalize, like say you want aggressive shifting, but light steering, you can have those. You can have your cake and eat it too.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I like the exhaust note, but at the same time, Nathan and I agree, we don't think it really fits like a luxury car sort of
Feel?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this, like, in no way do I see this as a luxury car.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, it's a premium car, very premium, but it doesn't, nothing about this to me says luxury.
Yeah. Alright, so when we do go up under this tunnel, maybe I'll do
Still haven't done a brake test.
Okay, we'll finish with that. When I do go under this tunnel, we will we'll put the rear windows down and
Another Infiniti.
give
Or
it
was
the
that
full
Toyota?
deal. That was a Toyota. Okay.
Look how pretty the sky is.
It's a
coming
nice
up
night.
really nice on
Had
this.
some good weather for these live. Oh, actually, last week's weather was garbage, but it was good for what we were doing.
Right.
For anyone who wasn't tuned in last week, we got a Land Rover Defender stuck on camera and had to sit in the car and wait for 45 minutes to be rescued by the topher. And I just edited the footage on that today, so that'll be coming out in its own individual video of just us getting stuck and then getting recovered.
That sounded really good.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything. I just heard what sounded like a vacuum cleaner sucking.
Yeah, we'll go back through and do it with the windows closed, see if it sounds any better. Look at that Charger. That is not someone you'd want to run into on
I don't think I
Dark
wanted him to see the GoPro.
Maybe if we open the sunroof. It's not quite a Shelby GT350, but it sounds good.
It almost sounded like one.
There's one time I got to go through some big tunnels like that in a Camaro SS with a 6.2 liter, and oh my gosh, it sounded so good. So loud, so good. Nathan and I had a lot of fun in that Camaro. Setting 11s and stuff.
I have to make fun of you for this, Myron, because you just made fun of yourself.
Okay.
Earlier, I didn't mention this, but earlier he said understeer for days, and then he just commented, I literally commented understeer for days, then Charlie did a slide.
No, Moran, it's actually, this car doesn't understeer that bad. We'll go around the roundabout one last time, and I almost mentioned last time, it's a fairly neutral steering, or like, you know, slide, if you will. So they did a decent job at keeping it from pushing like too much of a pig. But we'll have two opportunities right here to demonstrate that.
For that demonstration, is it best if I keep the camera on the road or on you steering?
On the road, you want it kind of so that you can see the front end of the car a little bit even. So like up and upward and down. Yeah.
Oh, the Pittsburgh band said he used to love Infiniti back in the late 2000s, but since 2014 it's been all the same and fallen way behind.
Yep.
And that's because Nissan does not care about Infiniti anymore.
Alright, here we go. This Chevy HHR will get out of the way.
Nice one, Impala.
Yeah, that was pretty ballsy there.
So yeah, you'll see that, I mean, I know that was just brief, but if anything, it started to oversteer on power more than understeer. It grips pretty well, even with these all-season tires. We'll go around the roundabout again too. I don't know if we'll get free of traffic, but we'll see what happens.
Harsh says they need to modernize the interior, especially on the Beluga Whale Q80. I totally agree with you. Man, there's so many people who just speak to me on the comments.
Nathan's feeling so vindicated. I don't think we're gonna get a clear roundabout here. Hey, a Taurus.
Every time you see a Taurus now, you just call it Taurus. Because I am...
Well, it's because it's so hard to tell if they're SHOs from first glance.
No, it's easy. First thing, the grill. Second thing, the stance. third thing, the wing and the wheels.
Okay.
And there's SHO badges on the side.
And they look like cops. All right, so we're gonna get wrapping this up and go find a parking lot. Look at that beautiful pink sky.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Lights are starting to come on. Good night for driving.
Levon Young says you late.
Yes.
Oh yeah, very much so.
If there's any last things you'd like to see, we have to do Nathan's 60 to 0 braking stop.
The Pittsburgh man says those Dunlop tires are trash.
Well, I don't know. Look at this. Like I said, it's fairly neutral. It really is.
Loud.
Yeah, they're screaming.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
The steering does this weird thing when you weight it up and load up the car. It'll go over a certain undulation or bump, whatever, and it'll like, you'll feel like a heavy pulsing. It's very fake feeling. Kind of
Weird.
surprised. Yeah.
Probably the same way the PlayStation 3 does it.
Yeah, honestly.
Marty has donated $2.
Hey,
Oh,
Thanks
yeah.
for the tunnel test. Good idea.
Thanks, Marty. Man, there's a lot. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. That's why. It's literally rush
traffic.
hour right now.
Andre says it's time for him to sleep.
Aw.
Good luck, everyone.
Thanks, Andre. We'll be getting off here as well. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Drive on.
Drive on. Oh, dang. I got
my
past
gosh.
my
Chevy Cruze.
Chevy Cruze.
Holy smokes.
I totally would have.
Well, look what he's doing
what
up there.
Oh.
They passed in a solid.
I hope there's a wife that's in labor or something like that.
No, he probably just wants to go home and get a beer.
That's probably it. Yeah.
All right, we will do a 60 to 0 braking test. We'll do one more 0 to 60 too. Oh, there's a car coming, so maybe I'll wait.
Look how pretty the sky is. Oh my gosh, guys.
People care about cars on this channel.
And skies.
Maybe Saturn skies.
Oh my gosh. How crap they are.
No, or Saturn skies are not crap. They're brilliant cars. They are brilliant.
They're not making them anymore, so.
All right.
Yeah, that's
This
because
guy's taking forever.
Chevy went bankrupt.
Okay.
There's 60.
Yes, this dirt job.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever really that eventful at 60 to 0 tests, but still fun to do.
I think they're eventful.
Well, they're eventful for us, but like not
All right,
for
we
the
got
car.
some Chevy comments from that cruise. Harsh says, Chevy drivers do be like that, LOL. The Pittsburgh man, Chevy trained to be a BMW driver. And Anathan says, the sky is very pretty, not going to lie.
Oh yeah, no, I like the Saturn sky. It's just
I think
he's
it
talking
means
about
the
the
actual
sky.
sky.
this is a car channel after all. I do like the Saturn sky. It's just not that good.
My first ever car I owned.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
What's up with Fords today? Fords and Chevys, come on, America.
He just wants to get home and get a beer.
Yeah. We all want the same things in life.
My first ever car was an L200 wagon Saturn. That was my grandma's and she gave it to me.
Yeah, I can't wait to buy you like a Miata or a GTI or something so that we can just see that upward trajectory of good cars. To be fair, when Alissa and I went out on our first date, and of course I asked her what car she drove, and she said Volkswagen Passat, I was pleasantly surprised. And then I told Nathan, and he said, ah yes, finally a girl who doesn't drive an old GM product.
That made me so happy.
Yep.
Well, what's really annoying is it's every time I start talking to a girl online that I like, oh, this looks promising. Then she goes, I drive a Chevy Equinox.
And
I
then you
just
have to
went,
unmatch with her immediately. I mean,
no.
that's the rule. That's the first
Oh,
test.
so she's an idiot.
Yes.
I will never.
No
find
offense to
one.
any of you that have girlfriends that drive a Chevy Equinox.
I don't know, man. Unless they got a really great deal, I don't need Chevy Equinox subscribers. So.
Unless someone has given it to you.
Yes, that's different. But even then, how long did it take you to sell it is what we need to know. Well, thank you all so much for joining in. Do we have any last comments we need to get to?
Yep, see what a beautiful sunset. What country are you guys living in? We are in the US of A.
Yep, United States of America, out here in beautiful, scenic Michigan.
Turn around and look that way. That's gorgeous.
Yes.
Wow. Just like the American flag stripes.
So thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for Nathan and Alyssa coming along, and thanks to Infiniti for letting us have some fun with your car. Hopefully they didn't watch and see us. I mean, we didn't tear it apart. I think it's fair, everything we said. Now our review is a little bit negative. I feel kind of bad on that one.
My
But
review isn't negative.
yes. Yeah, that's true. We should let Alyssa do her own review of the car. She'll be like, this thing's great. It
I'd
is.
be like,
By the
what?
way, Laura commented she loves Chevys.
Okay, well, thank you, Laura.
As long as it's not the Equinox.
Yes. And we'll be back next week. We have the Infiniti GV80,
Another one.
which is beautiful.
What did you just say?
GV80.
You said Infiniti.
Oh, I did. You're right.
GV80.
Hey, to be fair, it's the Genesis GV80.
Okay.
Yes. Beautiful car. It's in this nice, like, dark red wine looking color. Really looking forward to that. We also have a BMW X5, so maybe we'll try to get them both. And yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you especially for those who donated, helped pay for a little bit of our gas.
Thank you guys so much.
It really helps out. And we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie.